Imagine you save $500 every single month for 10 years. You do everything right. You skip the vacations. You skip the fancy dinners. You grind. You sacrifice. And after 10 years, you check your account and see $60,000. Kind of disappointing, right? Now imagine you already have $100,000 invested. Same $500 per month. Same returns. Suddenly your wealth doesn't grow by $6,000 a year anymore. It grows by $14,000, $16,000, eventually more than you even put in yourself. Same person, same discipline, completely different result. What changed? One single threshold, $100,000. And in the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why this number changes everything and how you can get there faster than you think. Here's the hard truth. Most people never build serious wealth, not because they don't earn enough, and not because they spend too much. It's because they don't understand the one force that separates people who get rich slowly from people who seem to get rich almost automatically. That force is called compound interest. You've probably heard of it, but hearing about it and feeling it are two completely different things. Because here's what nobody tells you. Compound interest is brutally slow at first, and that's exactly why most people give up before it kicks in. They save for 2, 3, for years. They see tiny numbers. They think, this is pointless. I'll never get there. And they stop. What they don't know is that they were standing right in front of the turning point. The point where everything accelerates. The point where your money starts working harder than you do. That point, $100,000. Let me break this down so it actually makes sense. Compound interest means you earn returns, not just on the money you put in, but also on the returns you already made. Your money makes money, and then that money makes more money. It sounds simple, but the math is where it gets wild. Let's say you invest $10,000 at a 7% annual return. After year 1, you've made $700. Not bad, but now you have $10,700 invested. Next year, you earn 7% on $10,700. That's $749. The year after that, $801. And so on. In the early years, the difference is almost invisible. You're talking about $50 here, $100 there. But fast forward to when you hit $100,000. Now that same 7% return gives you $7,000 in a single year. Just sitting there, without you doing anything. That's $583 per month, passively, on top of whatever you're actively saving. And here's where it gets really interesting. At $200,000, you're making $14,000 a year in returns. At $500,000, $35,000 per year, passively. That's a solid salary in many countries, just from doing nothing. But none of that happens without crossing the first threshold. $100,000 is the launch pad. Now, why does that specific number matter so much psychologically? Because at $100,000, your returns start to exceed what most people can save in a month. Your money becomes a real contributor to your wealth, not just a side character. It's like pushing a boulder up a hill. The first 80% of the climb is brutal, slow, exhausting. But once you reach the top and the boulder tips over, gravity takes over, and you just watch it roll. That's the $100,000 moment. And there's another layer most people miss. Once you hit $100,000, your mindset shifts too. You stop thinking, I hope this works, and start thinking, I know this works. You've proven to yourself that you can save, invest, and stay disciplined. That confidence alone changes how you make decisions about your career, your spending, your risks. Wealth is as much a mental game as it is a math game. And $100,000 is where you win both at once. Let me make this real with 3 examples. Example 1, the slow starter. Meet Sarah. She's 28, earns an average salary, and starts investing $400 a month. For the first 3 years, her portfolio barely moves. It's around $16,000. She feels like she's going nowhere. But she doesn't stop. By year 8, she crosses $100,000. And then, almost overnight, things change. Her portfolio gains $7,000 in a single year on top of her monthly contributions. By year 15, she has over $220,000. By year 25, over $500,000. She didn't get a raise. She didn't win the lottery. She just didn't quit before the magic happened. Example 2, the shortcut myth. Then there's Marcus. Same age, Same income as Sarah. But Marcus hates the slow grind. He keeps waiting for the perfect investment. Crypto. Hot stocks. A friend's business idea. He jumps in and out. Sometimes he wins. Mostly he loses. By year 8, he has $30,000 and no compounding base to work from. The irony? He worked just as hard as Sarah. He just never let time and consistency do the heavy lifting. Example 3. The late bloomer who made it work. And then there's David. He didn't start investing until he was 35. He thought he'd missed his window. But instead of giving up, he got aggressive. He cut expenses. He increased his savings rate. He invested consistently. He hit $100,000 by age 42. And from there, compound interest didn't care that he started late. It just started working, hard and fast. By 57, David had over $600,000. Not bad for someone who thought it was too late. The lesson: it's never too late to start. But the sooner you cross $100,000, the better. So here's the big takeaway. Your first $100,000 is the hardest money you will ever make. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because compounding is still warming up. The math is working against you at first, and then, slowly, it flips. And once it flips, it never goes back. So what do you do with this? 3 things. 1. Start now. Not next month. Not when you earn more. Now. Every month you wait is a month you're giving up compound returns. 2. Protect your savings rate. The faster you get to $100,000, the sooner the snowball starts rolling on its own. Even an extra $100 a month makes a massive difference over a decade. 3. Don't touch it. The biggest wealth killer isn't a bad investment. It's pulling your money out right before it would have taken off. Stay invested. Stay patient. Your first $100,000 won't feel exciting. It will feel slow. It will feel like it's not working. But I promise you it is. And the day you cross that threshold, you'll look back and realize that was the most important financial decision of your life. Now I want to hear from you. Where are you right now on your journey to $100,000? Drop your number in the comments, whether it's $500 or $80,000. No judgment. Every number is a starting point. If this video gave you a new perspective, subscribe, because next week we're talking about exactly where to invest that first $100,000 to maximize your returns without taking crazy risks. See you there.